Yay! Ladies and gentlemen, this is AR Wrestling, and as always, we're here to go over the review of Raw and SmackDown. So, you know, it's me, it's Alex, and my co-host Ryan. As always, this man always with me.
Yo,
Hey, I would always talk wrestling with this motherfucker, no matter what. But
every
sit back,
day.
relax, and enjoy some AR Wrestling review. So, again, I got no news unless you have news. But I think our news breaks during SmackDown, not Raw.
That is facts. It does break during SmackDown.
I do actually. I lied. I do have news. So you remember how we talked about the rumor last week about how the Rock said that he's or that no, it's rumored that the Rock is not going to be at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
The Rock came out. He said that's bullshit, and so he will. I think it's confirmed he will be at WrestleMania 41. Unfortunately, now where the fuck's he going to be on the card? Is this going to be a night one, night two thing again for the second year on the road with The Rock? Or is this going to be a moment where he only gets involved in one specific moment during one specific match? Or does he have the match that's been rumored since WrestleMania 40? Like, where do we go with this?
It's going to be Cody Rhodes versus The Rock in the main event of Night 2 of WrestleMania.
I swear to God, if you say The Rock wins this, Ryan, I might have to punch you.
And The Rock does indeed walk out with the title.
Might have to punch you. No, I'm kidding.
Bro, I swear to God, I've got the gut feeling. I
Bro,
saw this really awesome take earlier,
Mhm.
like about The Rock coming in at number 31 in the fucking Royal Rumble just because he's The Rock and he can.
Bro, I would hate that so much. Just because, like, to me,
That's so stupid.
that would ruin the Samoan dynasty.
Oh, that would ruin the Samoan dynasty. That's a pretty large leap.
Just because of the fact that, like, they were built on hard work and ethics, and now The Rock's in here. Obviously, hard work, ethics, but now he's taking over the company. Like, you can't do that. Like, I don't know. That's just me. That's just me with morals. I don't know. I don't know if Dwayne has morals, but
Morals. We don't have morals. This is professional wrestling. Who fucking cares about morals?
as far as I know, his best friend Kevin Hart got involved with Diddy. So,
Jesus Christ.
so I don't have any more news
You
unless
probably
you
got
got some news.
mistaken.
No, he was at a
No, I
party.
ain't got no moves. I ain't got no moves. No, that's not what I meant. You didn't get the joke. But I'll text it to you later. But
That's
yeah, let's
crazy.
move on.
All right, so let's get right into Raw. We see the ESTs of WWE, Jade and Bianca, walking in as always. I hate calling them Jade and Bianca. Honestly, to me, they're the ESTs of WWE. Like, obviously, Bianca's the EST. She's the best, strongest, fastest, you name it. But I mean, Jade's right there. Jade is right
Yeah,
there.
Jade is right
That's
there.
all I'm going to say. And then we see Damage Control walking in. I believe this was for their title match this night. I believe. I forget. My head be hurting. And then we get Gunther and Kaiser rolling up in a foreign. Let me tell you, this foreign, it was kind of pretty. I don't know if you saw it, but it was kind of a pretty foreign.
I'm sure.
I think it might have been a Miata. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't know foreign cars. And then we had our undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes.
Rhodes.
He comes in. Obviously, he wants to know what it takes to become Crown Jewel champion, and he wants to learn more about Gunther. And then oh my God, please keep this as a weekly. I want to say weekly, but like make it like a once a month thing or something, or make it like a big angle thing where you follow one wrestler that's coming into the building all the way to Gorilla, essentially, or the front.
All the way
I
to the
mean,
ring,
that's
basically.
what I'm saying. I like ever since Triple H took over after WrestleMania 39, everything changed. Everything changed.
For real.
I love it.
All changed for the better.
So we get
Love to play.
Mommy in a ring, She doesn't get much to say. But we get down to she's not done with Liv and Raquel, and this doesn't end until Rhea is the women's world champion. And then after, she's going to go deal with Dominic at some point. She doesn't give a fuck. At some point, Dominic will be on the agenda. And then she wants to whip Raquel and Liv Morgan's asses. I don't disagree. You talk your shit, Queen, because they both fucked you over at Bad Blood.
Damn straight.
So, then we get, it's Tiffy time! And dude, I wish I would have never read the notes for this Raw because it was pre-taped, and I read the notes like a dumbass.
Is this what got spoiled for you that you texted me about?
These are part of the. Dude, I knew all the outcomes, but yes, this is one of the spoilers. Shit. Tiffy came out because she came out here. She goes, "Well, guess what, Rhea? Not who you were expecting, huh? But I have a message for you from our queen, the WWE Women's Champion, Nia Jax." And she says, "Stay out of her business, or Rhea is going to have a big problem." And she put the emphasis on big. Like, she called Nia fat. She called Nia fat.
I was wondering. I'm like, no, Tiffany.
But you know what I learned about Tiffany today?
What?
Her and Solo Sikoa were in the same graduating class at the Performance Center.
Really?
Yep. 2021.
Damn.
Year we graduated high school, ironically.
Damn.
Yeah.
Look at us go.
Then Rhea goes, "This isn't Tiffy time." And she wants Liv and Raquel, but if she doesn't get them, she's going to welcome Tiffy back the Rhea Ripley way. And then Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez attack Tiffany and Rhea from behind. Fuck them. And I saw a take earlier this week. It was a rumor about Raquel, more or less the Judgment Day, more or less Carlito. Carlito's going to get pushed out of the Judgment Day one way or the other. He might just leave on his own terms or just get pushed out because of Raquel's presence, because we learned Raquel Rodriguez is in the Judgment Day. She's confirmed Judgment Day.
Confirmed.
Damn. So we questioned it for what, a week and a half, something like that, and then obviously things come to fruition. So I put on a sweatshirt, and so I'm curious. I want to know, like, with last week, why did Rhea boot Nia? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, what would your answer be?
They have past history,
right?
And from Elimination Chamber, actually earlier this year, when they went to Perth, and then it shows that Rhea Ripley essentially has a mentality of, I don't give a fuck.
She got the killer mentality.
I don't give a fuck what show I'm on. I don't give a fuck who's on that show because it's my show. So she's just booting Nia in the face just to prove that, like, I don't give a fuck who you are, if you have the belt or not.
If you're in the way, Rhea's gonna knock your ass over. I get it. Okay. Mm-hmm. That was the only thing I was thinking of. I was like, are they really just gonna go down back? I mean, yeah, obviously you go back down that rabbit hole. I mean, it makes sense, but like, it just kind of, I don't know, it didn't hit right with me for some reason. That's just me though. But I think at some point we see Rhea and Nia probably team up, because I think, honestly, if Rhea doesn't have a match against Raquel at Crown Jewel, I think Rhea and Raquel both get involved in that match.
Maybe.
That's how you keep. That's one way you could keep Crown Jewel, like, make it what you want it to be, the spectacle over in the Middle East.
Right.
So, I don't know. It's weird because this is the only international PLE that everyone doesn't, or when they go to Saudi is the only time when nobody likes watching wrestling. It's so weird. But I also get it because that Saudi crowd is dead. Right. It was a Canon event, but now we're in Berlin, we're in France, we're in London, we're going to be in Mexico at some point. We've been to Canada. Obviously, we've been to Canada multiple times, but we're going international. Like, that's insane. I think the next stop, is somewhere in Europe. I don't think it's Wembley. I think
Italy,
they've been to
something.
Scotland. They've been to Wales. Like, it's insane. I think Wales is a country. Is Wales a country?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, it is insane. So, like, they just went to Japan. Oh, they didn't go to Japan for a live event. But, I mean, they did, but it wasn't televised.
Still go to Japan.
Yeah, it's true. They go to Japan. They're all in the UK. Some of their stars are in the UK right now because they got a big UK tour going on.
Yeah.
So, but after this, though, we get a promo video of the women's tag team championship. Promo video for the women's tag team championship match. Damage Control, they plan on taking over WWE again, but the only way they can do that is they win the titles. Then we see talks from Bianca and Jade. Bianca, she says again, Damage Control's not taking back over, but you got my number, Io. And Io's like, I'm in your head, Bianca. Da 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 da. And Jade says, they're bringing everything they got for this match. I liked it. I like this match. It was a good match.
I do like this pairing as like two rival teams. Yeah, good chemistry together.
These, especially with the fact of these tag titles have not had the prestige they should have had for a very long time up until this team got a hold of them, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree.
So, that's what I got. But we go backstage. Our Raw general manager Adam Pearce is back there, and Rhea walks in. She wants Liv and Raquel tonight. She doesn't care if it's 2-on-1. Like, she wants them. This is bottom line because Rhea Ripley said so. Basically is what it is. And Adam was like, well, you need to find a partner. And then Tiffany, bro, when Tiffany came in, it just added fuel to this, like, comedy fire that she's got going on. Because Tiffany comes in, starts complaining, and she goes, Nick Aldis would have never treated me this way. I was like, damn. But if we go over on SmackDown on Friday, some chaos is ensuing. So once we get there, we'll get there. So Adam, offers Rhea to be Tiffany's partner. Offers Tiffany to Rhea as her partner, and Rhea's like, fine. And Tiffany, she's a little confused, and Adam goes, well, you'll find out later tonight. Which was our main event.
Yeah.
Which I was also really upset I found out the ending about, because that fucking sucked.
Dream fucking team right there. If Rhea and Tiffany was like an actual established tag team in the division, that'd be amazing. Talk about perfect odd couple.
That's true. I don't know how I feel about that, but I see where you're going with it. I definitely see where you're going with it. I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't. So after this, though, we get into our women's tag team championship match: Damage Control versus the ESTs of WWE, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, your women's tag team champions. And basically, Jade's using her strength to ground Io, but until Bianca gets in, it gets taken out by Damage Control, and Kyrie takes out Jade with a crossbody. And, Bianca's essentially getting singled out this entire time. Like, it's hard. And so we see this awesome double team move somewhere throughout the match where Io tosses Kyrie up for elbow. I like it. That landing looked like it fucking hurt on Bianca.
Nuts, bro.
That looked like it hurt. And
double team moves.
Io goes outside to the ring, starts mocking Metaphor, Lash Legend, and Jakara Jackson. And they then getting involved in hitting Io, and Bianca, obviously, she would hit her finisher for the win. And dude, I'm so happy these two are now on the main roster. I think they're on the main roster.
I mean, it feels like they've been called up at this point.
I mean, they've been on 3 live shows so far. They were on SmackDown last week, Raw, and SmackDown this week. So let's hope. We'll see. I don't know. I was kind of upset I didn't get to watch that Sexy Red performance on SmackDown, because I was kind of just wondering what they were actually going to put on TV. So
there was a Sexy Red performance.
There was a Sexy Red performance on NXT. It was on NXT like either this past Tuesday or the Tuesday before.
Okay.
But
that's hilarious.
We see our women, or now not our women. Well, these two are women. But we see our World Tag Team Champions, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, the Judgment Day. They end up walking into Adam, and Finn, he's like, hey, I want my rematch with Damian. And Pierce, he goes, well, hold that thought, because you guys have held those 2 titles since June, and you haven't defended them but once. And JD McDonough goes, yeah, so what?
So what?
It's kind of the point as being a champion. You defend them on a consistent
literally.
basis. And so Pierce has set up a tournament for the World Tag Team Championships. And he walks away. Liv, Dom, and Carlito all walk in asking about the rematch. And like I just said earlier, Raquel is confirmed in the Judgment Day. But I don't know. Carlito looked like he got a little flustered to me. So I'm still, well, with the thought I had earlier, like I had said, I think I got it from like WrestleMania when they do their news or something. I got it from some wrestling YouTube channel. I don't remember, but if I figure out, I would give you your credit. I still kind of like the idea of Carlito leaving, but like honestly, Carlito, he looked a little like, oh, there's another mommy here.
Yeah,
it's
he's
my
like,
turn.
oh my goodness.
I mean, him and Dom have been around each other for
Carlito seemed
years.
to like,
So. Yeah, I mean, Dom next year. Dom would have made his debut 20 years ago. You know that, right?
Wow, bro, that's insane.
That's crazy to think
That's
about.
insane.
We were 2 years old. We were 2, Ryan.
Kid. He debuted as a fucking kid.
We were 2.
Oh my gosh. And he was like...
He was like 8, I think.
8?
8 or 9. Man, no, I need to know. Dominic. Dude, let me tell you, Kaylee hates Dominic. Oh my God. It is so funny watching whenever he's born in 97, so he would have been 8 that summer. Because that was the summer of Ray versus Eddie for the custody of Dominic.
Right.
That summer was crazy. That was a crazy ass summer. There was so much going on that summer. But what was I saying? Yeah, dude, my girlfriend Kaylee hates Dominic and Liv. Whenever they're on TV, she goes, "Ew, what are they doing?" Like she's like, she got stank face more than stank face can be stank face. It's kind of funny.
That's insane.
So I mean, she's definitely now getting into this. I love this, but I do agree with her on everything. Like, Haley's right. Liv's a hoe, and I just voice cracked like crazy. Liv's a hoe, and Dominic is dirty. Like she compared him to what did she say? The emo rat from the Lorax.
From Horton Hears a Who?
Yeah, Horton Hears a Who, not the Lorax, my dumbass. So I found that pretty interesting as well when she brought that up to me on, I think it was Tuesday. But we see American Made, they have a promo video, and this entire time they're trying to paint themselves as the good guys. So that's basically what it is. We know they're not. And we see what happens from there. Made. Hey, they're American Made.
I wish they would like actually do some more shit with American Made. Because like I was so excited because Perk Academy, it's happening. Oh my gosh. And they done nothing. I was fine with them being fed to the Wyatts, but they have definitely suffered thanks to Raw going to 2 hours.
I think they're in the tournament. I think. Don't quote me on that. Are. So we'll see. I think we'll learn on Monday about more, but I think there's only like 8 teams that were hand selected. 8 teams that were hand selected. So we'll see. But after this, we get a Braun Breaker promo video, and he goes, and we're basically like he answers everybody's question. We're all wondering, why did Braun turn on Jay? He goes, well, Jay lucked his way into the biggest lottery of his life. And Breaker was like, well, I respect Jay as champ, but he never respected me as champ. And I don't need my family's name to help me out because I'm making my own legacy. Kind of, just basically throwing away the Steiner name like for it all. By the way, his brother, I think it's Brock Rich Steiner, fucking stud football player, by the way.
Holy shit.
I've seen some highlights. Braun Breaker is also a stud football player, but when it comes to the pros, it's a whole another level of football. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
So we might be seeing his brother in the WWE soon. It's a good chance. I'm not. You know what? I'm calling it. If Brock Rich Steiner doesn't make it in the NFL, he's coming to the WWE. I'm calling it. This is October 20th, 8:11 p.m. 2024.
It's the second coming of the Steiner brothers. Oh my gosh.
I hope it's better.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Please.
So, and he goes,
Hello? Oh shit. We got technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. I'm
"Bro, that's
sorry.
buns." Okay, I got a
You
question.
good?
Do you think Jimmy helps
Hold on.
Jay as an apology for SummerSlam 2023?
Maybe, but you like cut out and like got kicked from the show and shit like that.
What? That was weird.
Did you not notice?
Man, no, I didn't know. I thought you were still there. I thought you just
Oh
went
my
mute for a
gosh.
second.
No, 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 no. Yeah, you cut off basically right after we stopped. We mentioned like Steiner, like his brother coming into WWE.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yeah, Jay's basically, like I was saying, well, I've already said it, or I don't know if it said it, caught it. But Jay's been sucking on his family's legacy for 14 years. He's coming back, Breaker's coming back for the IC title, and Jay's family can't save him from Braun. Which kind of makes me think, is this a hint at Jimmy coming back to help Jay as an apology?
Hmm. Maybe it is. I mean, there was a
Because
weird moment on SmackDown, like kind of relating to this, involving the Usos, but yeah, I think you're kind of onto something there.
there was, and I will say, there is something I am more excited to talk about um, when we get to main event Jay. Oh, so
Ooh, oh!
because I really want to tie this into SmackDown when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
So Adam Pearce and Bronson Reed are seen where I'm assuming is Bronson Reed's house. And Adam's, he's going, Reed, man, I don't know if he's giving Reed props or himself props. I don't remember. And Reed's like, dude, talk business. That's why we're here. Pierce gives Reed his credit, but he's upset about the last Monster Standing match. So I heard WWE was also upset about as well because of the ring collapsing. I don't know how true that is. And he goes, I'm not going to make Rollins versus Reed until Reed and Pierce are on the same page. Reed wants to show Pierce that he's the top guy in WWE. So Pierce is going to go talk to Seth. Which almost makes me think, I would have Bronson Reed win this match. But does he attack Rollins again? if he
That's
wins. If
kind
he
of a
wins.
tricky one. This is kind of a tricky one. I don't know. I don't know how you do this one. I don't know how I would do this one personally. I personally would want Seth to win this because this gives him momentum. Well, I guess he
For
has
what?
time to build to Royal Rumble
What's he
because
going to do at the Royal Rumble? Is there like
start
a.
hyping his feud for CM Punk.
Oh, I see where you're coming from. Okay.
Mm. I mean, you can do it from like Seth Rollins is lost and got destroyed by Bronson Reed and then returns at the Rumble if you wanted to. But then, like, that just has Seth Rollins out for the majority of the year in injury.
Yeah, he's
But
already
like,
had
I
4
don't,
injuries.
yeah, I
Well,
don't
we'll
know
talk about that
how,
when we get there.
I don't know how like especially cleared he is right now to like get in the ring like
He's
full
cleared.
time again.
Oh, full time? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
think it's ever going to
so
happen with him, to be honest. Just because of his
so
knee and his back. That's the only reason why I say it.
yeah, but like maybe with that's kind of like what I was trying to build to is like get Rollins like a bunch of wins
Karma
with
bit
like
him in the ass. He
you
turned
are
on the
not
Shield,
kidding.
broke their backs, and now his back is broken.
Slammed that chair into the back of everybody and then he broke his own.
It's insane.
Damn.
So,
R.I.P.
yeah, we get our first round of the tag team tournament, tag team championship tournament. We get Alpha Academy versus the War Raiders. I was so happy to see Eric back on TV because what happened was when I started rewatching, Eric had just got hurt, so I never got to see anything from the Viking Raiders. So I was like, okay, Ivar's career is in the shithole now.
But surprisingly not. He kind of pulled it
Yeah,
out.
so That's what I'm saying. It was basically a squash match for him. And I mean, he was
Literally.
out for the same reason as Big E is out currently. It was a neck issue. So let's see how long Eric really stays. But it's basically a squash match of Eric and Ivar destroying Tozawa, and till Otis is able to stop a pin, tries a caterpillar, but it gets stopped, and they hit this savage finisher for the win.
Bro, this move, bro. Eric like lifted up Tozawa only to like throw him, and Ivar splashed him midair, and it just looked like Tozawa died.
Tozawa did die.
It just looked like Tozawa's dead now. You were never gonna see him again.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
So, oh shit. After this though, we get Seth Rollins and Adam Pearce at Monday Night Raw. He goes, Reed wants the match just as much as you do. But all 6 matches that have happened for you this year, you were injured. Where we at? We got Money in the Bank, SummerSlam. No, well, can we count SummerSlam?
No, it wasn't a match.
We got Money in the Bank, WrestleMania. What else happened?
He had 2 matches at WrestleMania.
There's 2 matches at WrestleMania.
One at Money in the Bank.
I already got that one.
Well, no, he had before that he had the match with Jinder Mahal before WrestleMania. Like leading into WrestleMania, he had the match with Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
Maybe he defended it at Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, here we go. Money in the Bank, WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. A Monday Night Raw against Solo Sikoa. Monday Night Raw versus the Jinder Mahal that you were just talking about. And the opening Monday Night Raw of the year against Drew McIntyre. So, yeah, he's gone up against some talent, except Jinder Mahal. He's talent, but...
Except Jinder Mahal.
Crazy. I don't know. I think Jinder Mahal could have made it if he didn't get fucked over in the beginning.
That's funny. You're right.
But Pierce doesn't want to have Rollins in a match. And so Rollins, he starts pleading his case. And he's trying to make a name. And he goes, Reed is trying to make a name for himself out of someone else's that Rollins did as himself. Rollins did the same thing. And Rollins wants to remind Pierce that he's slayed beasts, he's conquered kings, and Rollins wants a monster. Which that comment makes me think Rollins is going to win it.
But this does kind of add in a little bit of a hint. There was a little bit of a Brock Lesnar hint in there.
It's true.
And there's going to be another one of those on this show, but it was kind of disproven by WWE earlier this week that there's no plans whatsoever to bring Brock Lesnar back.
Yeah, I saw something yesterday that there was plans. I was like, what the fuck? So I don't know. We don't know the rumors are true because for some God forbidden reason, Ryan, you didn't believe CM Punk was coming back. And he's back.
I believed it.
I swear to God, I thought you didn't.
I believed it the whole time. I even said it on the original podcast we had that I believed that it was going to happen. And then on the night there was a bunch of things breaking on the days beforehand, and we didn't record in the days beforehand. And I was like,
because that was Thanksgiving week.
We
almost didn't watch it together.
All of those had me tripping up, and I was like, I don't think it's gonna happen anymore. I think we missed it. I think we missed the opportunity of a lifetime. And then, nope.
Bro, do you see how they have you seen the pictures of when they brought him in and everything?
Yeah.
Dude, it's insane.
Oh, this is amazing. This is one of the best returns ever. Seriously, in all of wrestling ever, period. I do think at some point Lesnar will come back. I think he will have another run in WWE, undoubtedly.
It's just going to be his retirement run.
Yeah, it's just going to be his retirement run. It's going to be a couple of years from now. Is my guess if it's going to happen.
Unless he gets hit with that name in his lawsuit, because I think it was proven true that his name was in the lawsuit.
Yeah, his name is in the lawsuit. That is a fact. So is Janelle Grant is suing like Vince, Laurinaitis, and WWE. I'm pretty sure with Lesnar being named in that shit.
Yeah. And
Pretty
now you
much.
basically take the money out of TKO and oh, that is so unfortunate. And Endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
Because TKO is a smaller group inside of Endeavor. So, but after this, Rollins and Piercing, we get a promo video of Crown Jewel, just, basically getting ready for it. It's at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, like November or something. I don't fucking remember. Sometime in November. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like November like 4th or something. I don't know. I'm still not excited for this pay-per-view. I'm excited for the matches. I'm not excited for the stipulations of the matches. November 2nd is one of those. I'm not excited for um the Crown Jewel championship match. Now the women's looks phenomenal. I like the women's just because of the white belt. The white belt is what makes
Just
this
because of the
championship.
white
No,
strap.
but have you not seen the pictures?
I have. It still looks awful.
It still looks awful, but the white strap makes it look prettier. Is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, the white strap always makes a belt look prettier. That's just
Oh
a
my
that's
god, it
just
made
a
the
fact.
IC title look pretty.
That's
Wait,
just a
hold
fact.
on, Ryan. What if they took away that white IC title belt to do that for the women?
That's exactly. That's yeah.
Have we talked about this?
Yeah. I don't think we've talked about it, but yeah, that's pretty sure that's what they've
Oh,
done.
we'll
I
see.
agree with you. I definitely
So
agree with you there. That makes a definitely makes sense. You're onto
yeah,
something there. You're
this is
cooking with
true.
butter. Cooking with butter.
We're cooking butter. Oh god.
Cooking with butter.
And then after this promo video, we obviously we're getting into the biggest match of that night: Cody Rhodes versus Gunther, and our WWE or undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes comes out, and before he gets in the ring, he stops himself, gets down, walks over to the commentary table, shakes hands with Wade Barrett and Joe Tessitore, showing them respect. So that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so he goes, I'm proud to be standing in a city that has such rich roots in professional wrestling. A little knock towards WCW. I mean, I think that's where he was first ever exposed to wrestling. It was like, well, not really, but like the first pay-per-view or whatever he went to, it was Bash at the Beach 96 or 98. I remember him saying something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But he
I
goes,
know
there's
he was
been,
there.
yes. Wait. Oh, fuck. I'm stupid. Hold on. Nope. I'm stupid. That's not WCW. What? Was it NWA? Maybe.
What?
Because WCW is founded in Atlanta, not St. Louis.
Hmm?
Oh no, there was an actual professional wrestling. My bad. I don't claim to know everything about wrestling. I just pay attention to WWE. I thought it was WCW. My fault. Don't cancel me.
Everyone's gonna go off on us now if they find this. So no. Oh
So he
no, we're
goes,
fucked, Alex.
but yeah, it's true. He goes, so there's been some more recent history though. The first time in St. Louis, we heard, "We want Cody." Just fact. We want Cody. We wanted Cody.
We want Cody. We
And
want Cody.
he goes, genuinely, this changed my life or his life for the better. And then we get the "We want Cody" chants as you were just chanting, "We want Cody. We want Cody." You know,
Shut up, you bitch! Shut up, you Cody crybabies!
no. And he goes, with that in mind, so St. Louis, Missouri, what do you want to talk about? And the ring, generals, music, Gunther, our world heavyweight champion. His music hits. Comes down to the ring. He introduces Cody. He goes, "There's not much negative to say about you. The business is in a boom period because of you, and you are the QB of this operation." And we get more thank you, Cody chants. And Gunther goes, "I got respect for you, but there's one thing that I don't like. You love to be everybody's darling. And because of this, you're in the dirt with Kevin." which I thought was kind of I like that little knock. Which is true because I do believe this right now. I'm going to hold it true to myself. You don't my prediction. I think Cody told Kevin after the show that he's going to tag with the Bloodline at War Games, which proves your idea more because they started talking just fine, and then Kevin all of a sudden blows the fuck up. So
right. You're completely right.
I'm interested just to see if this is the reason because we still have yet to hear the fucking reason. We don't know why Kevin attacked Cody.
He hasn't said anything about it.
The only thing we know is that Cody turned on Kevin.
That's all he said is that he thinks Cody turned on Kevin. Interesting shit, bro. Interesting shit.
You know what's funnier? I saw this thing earlier today. It said, just wait till Kevin finds out his best friend of his whole life goes to rejoin the Bloodline. Imagine.
After WrestleMania 30. That's how you do the Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens match at WrestleMania 41.
41?
Yeah. Have Sami Zayn rejoin the Bloodline. And then Kevin Owens is like, after everything that we went through at WrestleMania 39 to win those tag titles, you're going back? God. Oh my gosh, it's poetry.
It is poetry. And Gunther tells Cody, I expect the best version of you in Saudi Arabia. Cody's like, hey, I've seen what happens when Gunther throws everything at someone. What happens when Gunther gets uncomfortable? We saw what happened at Mania. He broke. Cody's like, I could return the favor of respect. But we learned that Gunther has never been in the ring with Cody. And then this kind of just this was just this kind of dig was kind of interesting. Gunther goes,
this is amazing. It's fucking amazing.
I was like, bruh. Brother.
So
Cody's like, yep.
Your mic kind of cut out there. I'm not even going to lie. Your mic cut out right as you said secondary champion. Literally, that's all it cut out for.
So Cody's like, there's a dig. There's the dig I was expecting. You become a frightening beast. But let us not forget, Cody beat Roman, the most dominating current champion in WWE. I believe it. But he's not a current champion, but in the current times of being a champion, I would say Roman in the past 4 years is obviously the most dominant champion we've had. If you put it in a 4-year span, you put it in a 10-year span, I could still see Roman being the most dominating champion we've had because just for the sole fact of him having the world title on his shoulder. Other than that, I don't see much because he got a lot of hate in his early years.
Roman. Yeah, that's facts.
And so
that's facts.
Cody has already slain a frightening beast. And after this, the Brock Lesnar one?
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Gunther and Cody shake hands after that. You know what's ironic, though? I was thinking about Brock right here as well. I was thinking of the moment they hugged at SummerSlam. That was the last time we saw Brock. I'm pretty sure.
That was the last time we saw Brock, yeah.
It made me think of that moment, which obviously I know that wasn't what was meant, but if it was meant towards Brock, like that moment specifically from that match of them hugging after that SummerSlam match, that's what popped into my head to think.
Mm-hmm.
So we haven't seen Brock in over a year, which is true because this is when all the Janelle Grant shit started breaking out like crazy.
Yeah, facts. Like crazy,
so,
crazy.
This is
that was nuts.
Insane in the brain.
Insane in the brain.
We see a replay of Jay versus Xavier. And Xavier, giving Jay the cold shoulder. And Breaker spearing all three of Jay, Kofi, and Xavier last week. And Kofi says that it's roles. If roles were reversed, Jay would have helped Xavier. And Xavier's like, yeah, I know, but I haven't been the QB like you said I am. I was like, oh.
Ooh.
To me, that's cap. I think Xavier's been the QB. Because let's think about it. He fucked up Kofi's match. Kofi gave him to be the QB of the operation. What happened that same night? Did he win his match?
Nope.
Who did he fight though?
Well, wait. Maybe he did. I think I actually don't remember.
So I'm saying I'm trying to figure this one out. I want to know this.
I don't remember because I know at one point they won a match or something.
That's what I'm saying. We have too many fucking notes. 457 pages, ladies and gentlemen. We put our hearts and soul into this thing.
Yeah, we should probably like edit or something like that.
Yeah, for real. We don't get paid money though, so we don't.
Facts.
I don't know. We're getting back at it. Back at it like a crack addict.
Back in, like I got it.
And so, Dragon Lee, we see him, dude. This promo video of Dragon Lee was low-key badass. I didn't write anything for it because I was just in awe of watching it. Like you see, he was in a temple and everything, and then it like cut to like lucha shit, and then it cut back to the temple. Like it was like a dual personality type deal.
He do be a dragon.
Do be a dragon.
He's half dragon, half luchador.
This is fact. He's a dragon luchador.
Dragon luchador. That's this thing. It's like Finn Balor has the demon. Dragon Lee has the dragon.
Dragon. So after this puts us in Braun Breaker versus Kofi Kingston, and Breaker essentially dominates the beginning of the match, but Kofi tries fighting back with his agility, gets some offense in, but Breaker spears the ring post, giving Kofi some hope. And luckily, though, Breaker hits the super spear for the win, just like usual. And after this, though, this is when everything starts going crazy. Breaker goes to attack Kofi, and Xavier is able to come run him off. And then Breaker ends up attacking Woods, and Jay comes to the save. Jay runs the rope, spears Breaker, and then Breaker gets up he gets super kicked by Jay. And I noticed Xavier kind of stink faces Jay. Excuse me.
He does, bro. He does.
This is interesting to see.
This is nuts. I'm wanting to know what's going on with Xavier right now, man. What's going on with the New Day? They better if they're gonna break up. I hope it's really good. I hope it's done really well.
It's probably going to be done in their 10 years because their 10 years is coming up. Their 10 years is like, I want to say like 2 weeks? Next week, maybe? It's something like that. I know it's in that time span. I just don't remember exactly.
Well, yeah, it's gonna happen soon.
But I think, do we see Big E get involved at some point? Like he doesn't have to wrestle. Obviously, he's not cleared. But we learned he's not cleared for the longest time. I thought he was cleared, but it was up to him. Do we see Big E finally get involved with the New Day, but as a manager and try to be the mediator?
I think we see him show up and try to be the mediator at this 10-year celebration, only for like Woods to like plant a chair into Kofi's back or some shit at the end of it all. Or more poetically, he hits him with a giant bootio.
Hits him with the trombone.
Oh man! God damn it!
And then the Terra Twins, we see them backstage in their room, and Damien, asks Rhea if she wants him out there. And Rhea's like, nah, it's time for Tiffy to stand on the apron and look pretty, which I thought was kind of a nice little knock at her. And Rhea says at a time, but Rhea's like, it's also time that you get back what's yours, being the World Heavyweight Championship. And if Rhea has beef for the Judgment Day, then Damien does as well. Rightfully so. This is poetic justice.
Damn straight it is, bro. These two need to get back. I agree. Damien needs to get back after that world title because I want to see that rematch.
That's what I'm saying. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But after this, we see main event Jay. Oh,
So
walking backstage into his locker room. Okay, you know, whatever. I was really confused though because it was oddly long that he wasn't stopping to talk to someone. So I was like, okay, what the fuck's going on? We see Jimmy Uso in his locker room, and Jay looks at him, turns around, looks both ways, and just goes back the opposite way that he came from. After Jimmy asked him if he had a minute, I was like,
that's cold.
God damn.
That's cold.
So this ties in to Jimmy. Obviously, he looked sorry as fuck for what happened. And so I think next week or Monday, we're going to see Jay get help from Jimmy in the Intercontinental Championship match. I think that's going to be our main event.
Really?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know about him getting help from Jimmy though. It's like that's not Jay's way. Jay's a good guy. Like he don't need help.
Right. He doesn't need help. But just for Jimmy to prove himself, he's going to try to help him.
Only to fail.
Exactly.
Damn, I like it.
That, or he does pull it off, but Jay's like, nah, man, that's not what I wanted. Bro, why would you do that? Now he's going to have to go to a third match with Braun Breaker, extending that feud just a little bit longer into Crown Jewel. That's where Jay loses it. And then this is when we start the build up for War Games, and Jay's going to join back in those coming weeks. And it's just going to be like this one fast mashup. Because War Games is coming up. It's in a month. Jay's nowhere to be seen with Bloodline. So I think it's going to be I think this thing is going to be a little rushed, but it's going to make sense. That's what I think. I don't know about you, man.
I kind of like where you're going with it. I definitely like where you're going with it. I like the idea of Jimmy accidentally costing Jay this title, though, after he's worked so hard to finally get it.
I do like that as well, because then that gives us what, an extra 2 weeks for Jay and the Bloodline to do their thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you can be played out a bit longer, which I do like that as well. Either way, I feel like we will have our War Games match, and we're not going to see Uso right now. We're going to see Uso all black hair coming down his face, like all like long, like it used to. We're going to see like the juvenile, like he just came out of jail, Jey Uso, like we saw at the beginning of the Bloodline.
Damn straight. We're gonna get that Jey Uso back. We're gonna get the right hand man.
Main event, Jey Uso. So after this, we get what wasn't even a fucking match of R-Truth and The Miz. Truth was a little bit of a dumbass. He's wearing an Awesome Truth shirt.
This is fucking dude.
I love him. I love him to death. Love R-Truth. Best comedy act WWE's ever fucking had.
Oh my god.
And this match is even a thing. But during this match, the Y6 glitch pops up, and we see Ezekiel 28:17. I believe, what is this? Obadiah, which is the new international version of the Bible, I guess. Maybe the New Testament? I don't know. 1-3. And then we get coordinates to Wells Fargo Arena in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia. And there's a fourth picture that popped up, and it was a distorted image of the Wyatt 6. But also, there was something that was posted later this past week, of Paul Ellering with an X across his forehead. The Wyatt 6 had posted it, but it was a distorted image with it saying, "You are diseased, entwined in the den of serpents. You will all burn." And it says "liar" across the face of Paul Ellering, which is the Final Testament's like manager, whatever the fuck he is. He did manage. Who did he manage? Road Warriors.
Road Warriors.
I couldn't remember their names for some reason. I knew it was Animal. Wasn't it Animal and Hawk?
Huh?
Yeah, so I knew I could say Animal and Hawk, but I couldn't remember their names. That's ironic.
Yeah.
So, what are we looking at with this right now?
Faction warfare.
I did throw that idea at you of what am I thinking? It's gonna be the Miz and what the fuck? It was like the YS6 go after the Miz, and the Miz asked the Final Testament for help because he needs it.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much exactly what's going to happen.
It'd be interesting.
That he's going to get completely outgunned and outpowered by these dudes.
Oh, easily.
I also think we're going to get R-Truth trying to join the YS6.
Oh Jesus, please no.
Oh Jesus, please yes. I need R-Truth to put like a paper bag over his fucking head to try to join this group.
Ugh.
Only for Eric Rowan to grab him by the throat and choke slam him through the fucking stage.
Brother,
that's just what I need. It's dark as shit, but it's what I need from this group, okay?
Okay, now I'm gonna throw this idea at you. And I hated this idea when I read it. I saw on Facebook people were saying YS6 versus Final Testament and the Miz inside of War Games.
See, I kind of like
I don't agree with it because of Bloodline Civil War.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to say that I like tried to book something like that. I tried to like suggest a similar thing where like they're gonna do two different, like an alternative version of War Games they were trying to book on each show. Like for me, it felt like they were trying to book two groups versus two groups on Raw and SmackDown to try to like have us guessing on who's gonna be going into War Games. Right. So I originally thought it was gonna be like Judgment Day and YS6 because I thought that the YS6 were talking to Damian Priest, remember? So I thought that was going to be the faction versus faction that they were going to tease on Raw, when in reality they were going to do Bloodline versus Bloodline.
We did have that idea, though.
Mm-hmm.
But we are killing the Bloodline predictions. I'm not going to lie.
It will be Bloodline versus Bloodline, I'm hoping.
Please.
Need it.
Or so hear me out. What if we see Bloodline versus Bloodline, but they're still missing a member, and Roman's standing in the cage next to Jimmy, and we see a camera pan to the cage, and Roman's like, "Is he coming or not?" And Jimmy's like, "I'm trying, man. I hope he is." He said he is. The missing member is main event Jey Uso.
Then who's the other members of the Bloodline already in there?
So if we do Bloodline versus Bloodline, if we do your Bloodline versus Bloodline, it's Cody, Roman, Usos, and Sammy.
So Sammy, Jimmy, and Cody are already in the cage, and we're waiting on Jey.
No, say like Cody or Sammy. No, it's Roman and Jimmy in the cage. We get a camera shot of Roman and Jimmy in the cage because Roman's not starting the match.
Right.
Roman's going to be the last one out of the cage.
Right.
Because he's going to be conducting the business. So it's probably going to be Cody at first out of the cage, realistically. Or starting the match.
Okay.
Either way.
Okay.
And it was kind of like this past year Survivor Series where we were like, oh, who's going to be the fifth member? And then we got fucking we got it. Bro.
That was amazing, though. That was fucking amazing. It
was a good match.
Phenomenal.
But if you're going to tell me it's Randy fucking Orton, that's how I knew CM Punk was coming back. It was because Randy was... we found out Randy was the fifth member in Survivor Series. That's how I knew CM Punk was coming back.
We didn't know.
Brother, we did. got told like
Don't try to spin it like you knew. You tried to deny it on the night. You're like, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know.
I started doubting myself. I started getting cold feet. I'll keep it a buck. I started getting cold feet. But I'm telling you, that was the moment I knew it was going to happen. I just got cold feet that same night because I was like, maybe not now. Because the only reason I was like, oh, maybe not was because they started panning out. And then we saw the trademark. We're like, damn. And then, God, dude, that was insane. Yeah, my calf and my fucking chest hurt, dick.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, he elbowed me and pinned my calf into a metal bar to where it hurt really bad.
Yeah. All in the name of the Second City Saint.
But the only reason, now going back to The Miz and the Final Testament, is because Authors of Pain throw Truth back in the ring after he tries just walking away. Like, hey guys, just pats him on the back and walks away. That didn't happen. They throw him back in the ring. Miz gives Truth a skull-crushing finale, and that's how we end that segment.
Damn. I am wildly excited for the Wyatt Six to finally get back on TV.
Me too.
Like, it's been like a couple months now since they put away Alpha or American Made, I mean.
It's been about a month and a half, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I am excited.
No, it'll be a month.
Shit.
No, wait, that was Last Monster Standing. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
But Jimmy Uso is backstage looking for Jay. Jay walks out of his room, grabs his title, and Jimmy's like, man, can you please hear me out? And Jay's like, no, bro, get out my face. I was like, talk your shit, dude. Really, talk your shit.
Tell him, bro. Tell him, Oos.
Because you have the right to do that after fucking SummerSlam. I do the same fucking thing to my brother. I love my brother to fucking pieces. But you're going to cost me a tribal chief and world title match? Yeah, bro, you're fucked up.
That's fuck. He had that match won.
He did. And that match was phenomenal as well. It just sucked.
He would have been the tribal chief.
Yeah. But after this, we get our tag team match main event of the night. Rhea Ripley, and it's Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton versus our women's world champion, Liv Morgan, and her little sidekick, Raquel Rodriguez. And basically, Rhea, she starts out getting her hands on Liv until Liv is able to scramble away to Raquel, who tags in. And Tiffy tags herself in as well, which pissed off Rhea even more. But now I can kind of see your odd couple like tag team thing.
Yeah.
And Raquel ends up like doing some like roll out to the outside. Rhea tried chasing her, but Tiffy and her argue again, and Raquel ends up doing like this power bomb with Liv into both of them, which we've seen a lot of double team moves here recently. It's kind of nice. Kind of change of pace.
I'm loving it.
And Tiffy starts getting picked apart until the hot tag to Rhea, who gets Liv again. And Mommy goes wild, even gets a riptide before Raquel breaks it up. And Rhea and Raquel fight outside. And as Tiffy misses prettiest moonsault ever, Nia Jax attacks both Rhea and Raquel, ending the match in a no contest. I was kind of disappointed with the end of this match.
Me too. I kind of really wanted. I mean, I kind of understand that there was no chance that they were gonna like really like. Raquel just came back. Rhea's on fire. Liv has the title, and Tiffany's Tiffany. Like, we can't pin Tiffany, please. So like,
yeah, she's a big dummy. Because Nia's like, hey, look who's down. Hey, look who's down.
Oh my god, this
hey,
is hilarious.
Look who's down.
Tiffy's just sitting there like, what?
And she goes, oh. And then
oh
cashes
my god,
in.
Oh my god.
Then cashes in and goes to cash in. And Dom saves Liv and Kaylee put, fuck Dom. He kind of looks like the emo rat from Horton Hears the Who. JoJo.
JoJo. Oh my god, he does.
And to close out the show, Tiffy goes, it's not Dommy time.
It's Tiffy time.
It's Tiffy time.
Oh my gosh. Tiffany Stratton feuding with Liv Morgan with Dom at her side would be so freaking hilarious. Tiffany Stratton versus basically anyone right now is like a dream match. She's like one of
She's
my
so
favorite
good at what she
women's
does.
wrestlers. Yeah, literally.
I want to see Charlotte versus Tiffany.
That's, oh my god, number one on my list, if anything. But behind Rhea. Rhea versus Tiffany is number one, and then Charlotte versus Tiffany.
That's totes adorbs.
That's totes adorbs. Oh my gosh. Toodles.
Toodles.
Woo.
And that's all I got.
All right. Well, that's all we got for Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to move us straight into Friday Night SmackDown, where we open the show with a shot of that hideous Crown Jewel Championship that's being carried in by like a load of security team, and it looks like the center of a spy movie. They're treating it like this shit in a case and everything. I hate this belt so much. We then get a recap of everything last week involving Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and the Bloodline, where they get laid out, and Solo stands tall and all that. We all know how it goes. We then get in the show properly. Enough of the recaps. Solo and the rest of the Bloodline make their entrance walking down to the ring, and he goes, Columbia, South Carolina, acknowledge me. Fuck you, Solo. We don't acknowledge you. We don't acknowledge you. He says that the Bloodline has and will continue to run Friday Night SmackDown, and that he is the man that created a bigger and stronger Bloodline. It's all thanks to him, bro. And thanks to him, Roman can't do nothing about it. Jimmy can't do nothing about it. Hell, Jimmy went to Raw, asked Jay for help, and Jay don't even want none either. This is when the crowd literally just started to yeet at him a bunch, and Solo just looks at him and he goes, no heat. This is kind of a moment where I had a thought to myself. It's like, damn, is Solo kind of cutting a good promo right now?
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on this?
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. This promo was fire. I'm not gonna lie. He did it pretty good. I think he's getting better at promos, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely took a thing from Jacob's book.
He's taking notes from Jacob. I saw a lot of people. I didn't get to watch a lot of Solo in NXT, but I heard a lot of people mention that this is kind of similar to how Solo was in NXT.
Oh, dude, he was a fucking menace in NXT.
He's a fucking fiend from what I heard. The main clip that I've seen from Solo in NXT is him walking up to Gunther and telling him that he's going to whoop his ass, basically. Mm-hmm. And him walking up to Gunther and saying that has me like, oh, shit.
There was a clip I've seen. He flat out called someone a bitch.
Flat out, bro. Solo's a menace.
God, he is.
Or at least he used to be. He's going back to that, I hope, at least. Because that would make this whole new tribal chief character work a little bit better, I think.
Oh, dude, if he knew how to fucking cut a promo, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But he then goes on in this promo, he goes on to say that Roman has until the end of the night to acknowledge him. They then stand there, and it looks like they're about to walk out of the ring. Looks like the promo's over when we get Uso! In main event, Jey Uso yeets his way through the crowd to get into the ring. He's standing on the ring apron even, and before he gets on the apron, he's like, man, I know y'all could jump me, so like I don't trust y'all. Then Solo just waves him off. He's like, man, get on the corner and fucking do your shit. I don't give a fuck anymore. He storms off into the corner, just ignores Jay while he eats with the crowd. Absolutely hilarious. I thought so.
It was interesting.
It's amazing.
Solo's
Uso though, Solo was still a bitch. Uso though, he's in the ring now. First time we've seen Uso on SmackDown, I think, since he like lost the. No.
No, it
He was
was
on
after
SmackDown around
SummerSlam
WrestleMania.
where he quit.
Yeah.
It was after SummerSlam when
He
he
didn't show
quit.
up at all during WrestleMania season.
He WrestleMania what?
During WrestleMania 40, like during the
Yes,
build
he
to
was.
that.
No, he was, but he no. Last time Jay was on SmackDown, I don't think they had him on Raw. I think they had him only on. No, I don't think they had him on SmackDown. I think they only had him on Raw because I'm pretty sure the last time he was on SmackDown was when he quit back in 2023.
Damn straight.
I
Long time
think.
since Uso's
Don't
been
quote
here.
me for
I
that
think
because
so
you might
too.
be right.
Maybe. Either way, it's been a long ass time since Uso's been on SmackDown, and since then he's won the IC title. He then stands there across from his little brother, says that he isn't here to fight Solo, that Jimmy and Roman aren't even here yet. He came by himself. He's here to talk to Solo, Oos to Oos, one on one.
Who's the
He goes
Oos?
on to say, talking about how what Solo's doing, he's tearing apart the family. The family's being, or tearing apart the family and tearing apart the bloodline. Like bringing in Jacob, bringing in Tama, bringing in these fucking menaces and shit like that. No one agrees with it. He says that he left the bloodline to become his own man, won the Intercontinental Championship. I thought he should also have thrown in that he won like another tag
Yeah,
title
yeah,
then,
yeah,
because he
yeah,
won that
yeah,
with
yeah.
Cody.
Yeah, that was the SmackDown he quit. I think that was like Payback.
Oh
That might have
shit!
been like Payback, something like
Been
that.
a while. Yeah.
Uh huh. I
So
mean,
we love
he's
it.
gonna be 40 next year.
God damn.
Yeah,
He's been doing this shit for a while.
he has been doing this shit for a while.
Mm-hmm. He says that the Ula Fala, though, that is around Solo's neck, it needs to be earned and not taken. Ending Roman's power is fine. He quote from him. He goes on saying, ending Roman's power is fine, but dividing the family while doing it is wrong." Solo laughs this off and goes on saying, "Are you done wasting my time? I'm not here trying to divide the family. I'm trying to unite the family. And I want Jay to stop calling me your little brother because I'm your tribal chief now."
Fuck you,
Damn.
Solo.
Fuck you, Solo. Fuck you,
Fuck you,
Solo.
Solo.
Interesting thing he says next, there will always be a spot for Jay and Roman in Solo's bloodline. And he doesn't want to see Jay following in Jimmy's footsteps. So it's like Jimmy has been like exiled from Solo's bloodline completely.
Bro, I know.
Like, damn, bro, he's out of there, out of there. All they got to do is acknowledge him, acknowledge Solo. Jay fires back though, calling Solo out on why he brought in Tonga, and Jacob, saying, "Man, this is like these dudes. This is why we didn't want to bring them in. They're menaces. They're just tearing shit up. They don't have no respect for nobody. They're not here to build up the legacy of the bloodline. They're just here to do harm, destroy stuff. And if Jacob keeps staring at me like that, I'm gonna knock your ass out."
I was like,
Is
damn.
when, damn. I was ready for this. I
Me
was ready
too.
for that.
Me too.
But he isn't here to fight. He's here to tell Solo the next time they see each other, it'll be different. And
Fact.
he kind of just walks out after that. Yeets his way away from them.
Fact.
Facts. Facts. Because next time they see each other, there's going to be 2 rings and a giant cage around them.
That's fact.
Big facts.
That's fact.
We move on to our next match now, or our first match of the night. The first of 2 in a tag title tournament, or a number 1 contender tag title tournament on SmackDown. A triple threat tag title match between DIY, the Street Profits, and Pretty Deadly. Bell sounds off as bodies fly all over the place until they spill to the outside. Montez ends it all with a giant dive. Bro goes crazy. We all know how it goes. Pretty Deadly, gets told that they look stupid as they take control of the match. The amount of moves hit during this shit had my fucking brain broken, bro. I'm not even fucking lying to you. Bros were going nuts. Like straight up like Triple H's old school NXT tag division has made
We
it to the main
want the
roster.
smoke.
It's amazing. Like especially with the addition of the new team that comes in later on in the show, I'm pumped for the tag division
Me
going
too.
forward into 2025. Nobody, though, during this entire match is able to maintain a steady lead until Elton Prince gets hit with a Profits blockbuster. Sorry for the mess up. Wilson, though, gets a meet in the middle from DIY as both Montez and Ciampa get the pin at the same time on both members of Pretty Deadly. And the referee, Jessica Carr, I think, no,
It was Jessica.
the other one, not, it wasn't.
It was Jessica.
It was Jessica Carr?
Yeah.
Counts both of them. And Wade and Tessitore were kind of like, man, that match was confusing as fuck. Like, who's the legal man? How are we even going to decide this? And the first thing that like initially went into my mind was like, okay, are we going to do Profits versus DIY again? But then it's like, no, because only one member of Pretty Deadly was legal, and it turns out that's what we did because the DIY pinned the legal Pretty Deadly member, and they are now going on to the tag title tournament. DIY winning the match, and holy shit, this sets up the most unreal dream match with, spoilers alert, fucking Motor City Machine Guns next week, and I'm unbelievably excited for it.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'd have been better with the Street Profits. That's personal. That's a personal thing.
Me too, but I feel like DIY can take the loss better than the Profits can.
Oh yeah.
Like if like what you're saying is you want the Profits to beat the Bloodline for those titles,
yes,
is
please.
True, then if Motor City Machine Guns lose their number one contender match, like at least they didn't pin the Profits in the process to getting there. Then the Profits are kind of protected with this loss.
I got
because I'm starting to grow on the idea. I really like the Profits winning the tag titles next. They need that shit. Those dudes are awesome. Dudes are awesome. But
because we want the smoke.
The smoke. Now we hear about a backstage incident or update about a tag team match between Nia Jax and Tiffy Time and Bayley and Naomi. We'll get to that next though, because Jimmy and Roman Reigns, our OTC, are seen rolling up in their black SUV listening to a new Travis Scott song.
That's Roman not even released yet.
He said it's not even released yet. Straight up. It's like, man, how are you listening to that? And then this confused the actual shit out of me, but only for a second because I got most of it. But Jay walks up and smiles at Jimmy.
Yeah, he did.
Like, he's all smiles at Jimmy and shit. Like, all, like, cool with them and shit. Like, did I miss something?
I know. I noticed it as well. I didn't know how to feel about it.
Why is he smiling why is he turning his back and telling Jimmy that he wants absolutely nothing to do with him, like, one day, and then later on in the week, he's like, hey, what's up, Boos? I don't know, just a little bit confusing.
I get confused as well, yeah.
I hope that doesn't stay. I hope, like, Jimmy still needs to earn Jay's trust back, but I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I don't want to hang on it for too long. It was just kind of a little bit weird. Jay's about to storm off, though, when Roman grabs his arm and he tells him, like, I'm proud of you. We all are. Jay, though, he don't got time for none of that shit. He says, no yeet. And he walks out. Said, no yeet. Damn, these two still ain't on the same page.
They probably won't ever be on the same page.
So I feel like it's going to be like Jimmy and Jay get back together while Jay and Sammy are together. And then it all leads back to, like, they slowly, one by one, reconcile with Roman before getting into War Games, I feel like. Because, like, Jimmy leads Jay to Roman, and then Jay leads Sammy to Roman type shit. You know what I'm trying to say with that?
Yes.
Hell yeah. We then move on from this. Or, I'm sorry, do you have anything you want to add on that? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Keep going.
All right. We then move on from this to Nia Jax backstage on the phone with Tiffy Time, and Nick Aldis is next to her, and we find out that Tiffy Time has the Tiffy flu. Oh my god, it's a tragedy. Fucking ARIP, bro. Send out the damn med packs and everything. Center of the universe has the flu.
That's true.
Nia then says that she wants the match canceled. Nick tells Nia that she needs to find a partner as Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell walk in, and Candice says that champion to champion, she'll help Nia tonight in her tag match.
I was like, bro, no.
She's a champion, to be fair. She's a speed champion.
I'll give her that.
I mean, the speed championship never gets shown on TV, fucking ever.
Because it's only meant for Twitter. It's Twitter exclusive.
No, but like, why can't I know? But like, why can't it be shown on TV? I'm not saying it has to be defended.
It would, it would help promote it though. Honestly,
yeah, help promote it and put it on TV. Like, especially if you're gonna have the champions like Andrade and Candice LeRae in matches constantly. Right. Like, Candice is a more regular member of the main roster. Like, I'm pretty sure we both hope she does.
Her and Indy.
Mm-hmm. Aldis looks at this pairing though, and he says, "Man, that smells like money." Makes that match official. Nia says that if Candice doesn't hold up her end of the bargain, she will end her in less than 3 minutes. I feel like she kind of will.
Not even give her a minute.
Right. We go on to a damn good match after this, and I don't even know what to say about this one. This is just big. This is not big meaty men smacking man meat. Of course,
no, Ryan, you can't say this.
We're not saying nothing, but just so you know, like, this is amazing type shit. We love these type of matches in WWE. There's a couple things you could call it, but we're not going to say them. Piper drops
this
Legend.
This is the equivalent to big meaty men smacking man meat. This is the equivalent, but for the women.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
We're not gay.
That's what I said. Piper drops Legend, but misses the splash before getting it. Sorry, fucking A. I'm all fucking mixed up now.
Before getting one
from God damn it. Before getting one from Legend. Both trade big moves until Piper attempts a mid-rope splash. Legend picks her up with a reverse back-to-back slam. Pretty sure that's her crazy from fucking NXT or some shit. I don't know.
That shit was crazy.
Ends it all. Match over. 1, 2, 3. That was crazy, though. But, a showcase for these three. You said you're very interested about them being on the main roster. They're getting more screen time now. I mean, they've been on like 4 shows.
This is their third show. I like them as a tag team. It freshens up the women's division a lot.
And they're like undrafted, it seems like, to any show because they've been on both Raw and SmackDown.
Yes.
Well, they've only been on the crowd on one. They've competed on the other. I would assume they're going to SmackDown.
Yeah, they are on SmackDown. I think they were just being there, like, like the scout. You know what I'm saying?
We then cut backstage back to the Bloodline, the real Bloodline. We can call them Roman and Jimmy. That's just what I got used to calling them. I completely forgot that the Bloodline's the other group still. Jimmy scares Roman by standing where Paul usually is, literally just right behind fucking Roman. He scares the fuck out of him. He's like, God damn, what are you doing there? He's like, I'm trying to be the wise man. I'm trying to relax you. I'm trying to give you advice. But Roman doesn't want. Jimmy tells Roman that he wants him to relax and that he thinks he needs to go talk to Jay. Roman doesn't need to talk to Jay, though. He said he's made that very clear. Says if Paul was here, he'd have fixed all of this shit by now. Jimmy had his shot and failed, and now it's time to do it Roman's way. Jimmy wants to know what Roman's plan is, and he says, well, I plan to acknowledge Solo tonight in the ring. Damn. That was a shocker.
It's true.
Like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna acknowledge him. That's the team one, though. What's he gonna do? The announcement that team then fucking ride the dick of the Crown Jewel Championship, constantly saying that it's got 150 carats of diamond on it. 150 carat of diamond shit, bro.
Yeah.
God damn. Thing looks hideous.
It really does.
Cody Rhodes then walks out. He talks some of the history involving the World Championships and dream matches between different world champions, like Flair and Hogan, even though that happened.
Yeah.
Goldberg and Austin from WCW and WWE. NWA World Champion Harley Race and WWF Million F fucking Bruno Sammartino. All of these dream matches that could have happened, but never happened. But we are getting one at Crown Jewel. It is Gunther It is Cody Rhodes. And no matter what, there will be a decisive winner, a new champion at Crown Jewel. He goes on to hype up Gunther for a little bit and says that no matter what, he's still not scared of him, and he will leave Crown Jewel the winner. He says that next week he wants Gunther to stand across the ring from him face to face, and he wants to ask Gunther, so what do you want to talk about? We then immediately cut into a video of Kevin Owens last week from a home video. Says that he's been here in WWE for 10 years just this past few months, and that he has never seen things get as bad as they are right now. Officials have told him that he's not allowed to be at the show, not allowed to be at SmackDown anymore. He thinks it's unfair and ridiculous the way he's been treated. References all the backstage beatdowns and attacks that happen in pro wrestling, pointing out why it's stupid that he gets sent home just because he attacked their golden boy, attacked the prize fucking pupil of the company, and so now he's not allowed to be at the shows after everything he's done for the company. That makes him wonder just how appreciated and valued he is in this company. But he can get over all of that. What he cannot get over is what Randy Orton did. He says that he's never would have turned on Randy, even after all the times that he's done it to past friends. Kofi, even though he didn't deserve it, he's sorry for that. Xavier Woods, Sami Zayn, everybody in the past. I could name more, I'm sure.
Yeah, Chris
Claims
Jericho.
that what they had was special. Yeah, but he claims that what him and Randy had was special. They were best friends. He says that after he was showing the disrespect by WWE and after Randy Orton picked Cody's side, he doesn't know if he's ever going to be able to come back to WWE. Which is kind of going to play, I think, into rumors about Kevin Owens' contract getting ready to expire.
I think he resigns.
I think he does too. I think he does too. But I think this plays into it. I think this plays in. I hope, dude. I hope they do with him what we hoped they would do with Drew McIntyre.
What they would have done, what they should have done with Drew McIntyre.
What they should have done with Drew McIntyre. If they had done the Summer of Drew versus Punk, oh my gosh, it would have been so
it completely ruined his world title win as well. Completely fucking ruined it. Bro, I would have been okay with him winning if they just didn't fucking ruin it.
Yeah.
Like, if you could have kept that silent for another, 3-4 weeks, please, just do it right.
Just do it right.
He's a surprise entrant in the Rumble.
Drew is?
No. Kevin.
Who is then? Oh, Kevin. Maybe I think he comes back before then, but he'll be involved in more than this shit. Damn. I was very much like
I'm really playing into these.
Damn. Dropping shit, sorry. There you are. I'm really loving it though. I'm loving everything with Kevin Owens right now. Like this heel turn that's like obviously it's a heel turn, but like it's kind of like Drew McIntyre's heel turn where like it's only from like a certain perspective, I guess. If you want to say Kevin Owens is justified in what he's doing, he is.
Yeah.
Because, from his point of view, Cody completely turned on him and joined up with his like arch enemy.
Yeah.
And Randy Orton punched him in the face.
Facts.
Speaking of the Viper, he walks into Nick Aldis' office saying that he wants Kevin at Crown Jewel. Aldis said that this is one of the most interesting parts of SmackDown, I think. This is where I got some speculation to get into. Aldis said that he's not able to make the match. Just not able to do it. Randy tells him that he needs this match. What are you talking about? Like, I need to get my hands on Randy Orton. Aldis says, nope, can't make the match. I'm not able to do it. And Randy says, I don't think you understand what I'm telling you. I need this match. You have to. You're the man. You're the GM. You have to make this match. Aldis looks at me and says, Randy, I cannot make this match because it's coming from up above. Points up, and Randy's like, oh, well, okay then. Then I think I know who I need to go talk to. He then turns around and leaves. I think we all know who that reference was. The Triple H himself, right?
That's what I'm thinking.
I'm not. I'm thinking Randy is thinking Triple H, but I think the order came from The Rock.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that The Rock has a little bit. I'm not saying Kevin is working for The Rock. But I'm saying that The Rock saw what happened between Kevin and Cody after the match, and he's like, I think I can use this to my advantage now. And he's going to try to manipulate the authority, manipulate everything to try to keep Kevin Owens, try to protect Kevin Owens in a sense to try to get him to Cody. Try to use, since Solo failed to beat Cody, Rock is going to manipulate Kevin into a position to fight Cody and mentally break Cody before The Rock gets his hands on him and breaks him physically at WrestleMania.
Okay, I got you.
Where like basically his mentality is I'm gonna send Cody's best friend, although it's not Randy, one of his best friend, metaphorical kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To go fight Cody, and then that's gonna just break him completely. He's gonna be like, oh damn, what can I do now? Like my best friends are turning on me now and shit. And then that's when The Rock is gonna strike. Just what I've been thinking. Just a little thing I've been cooking up. It does involve The Rock having to be in the Royal Rumble though, because it's gonna happen. Just very interested.
I'd be so upset.
What do you mean? Why would you be upset about The Rock being in the Rumble?
I'd be so upset.
Why?
Because I don't want to see his old ass wrestle no more. I'm tired of it. Everybody from his generation has retired except him.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
No, because The Rock doesn't need to yet. He's still got it.
He's on steroids.
Oh man, just like 3 more matches tops. Cody, then Roman, and then maybe like one big last retirement hoorah where he's like cheered wildly by everyone.
Yeah.
But then we move on to what I'm pretty sure is another match tonight. Another triple threat tag match in this like tag team tournament style esque thing. It is A-Town Down Under taking on Los Garza, taking on the new team, the new signing for WWE, the Motor City Machine Guns. Bah, bah, bah. I am
tat.
fucking pumped for these dudes, man. They are awesome. I haven't seen a lot of their work, like period, like on their between TNA and all their indie work. I really haven't. I've only seen like a couple of highlights because that's what comes across my like Instagram feeds and shit like that anymore. But yeah, pretty cool dudes. Chris Sabin gets singled out in the beginning of this match until he gets the tag to Alex Shelley, who mixes it up with A-Town Down Under before basically getting killed in the entire part of this match. Shelley's able to stop a rolling stunner, firing back before getting picked up by Angel. Waller then gets caught into a powerbomb position by Angel, so he's like holding up Shelley in like a world's strongest slam position and like got Waller sitting on his shoulders and just slams them all down at the same time. Shit was insane. Didn't know that dude was that. You wouldn't have think that a dude that's that size is that fucking strong.
Yeah, for real. I agree with that.
Alex Shelley though gets over and gets the tag to Chris, and they hit what I assume. I don't know for sure if this is their finisher that they've always used, but this is what they used for the match, so I'm going to call it their finisher for the win. Again, I don't know a whole lot about Motor City Machine Guns, so please don't rip me apart for not being an expert.
I was so happy for this match, honestly. I like this match. Chris Sabin used to work for WWE at one point.
Did he now?
Yeah. It was like really early on in his career.
I did not know that. Very interesting. Dope. And then we get in it, but I am very excited for this team now being on SmackDown. I think they're going to beat DIY. I'm not going to lie. And then I think they're going to lose to the Bloodline, unfortunately, just because of Jacob. Just Jacob is going to be the deciding factor and cost them the match.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I am super pumped now that they are in WWE. Big things that they can do, especially with the tag division growing, like we've kind of talked about a little bit.
Yeah.
Byron Saxton. Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you think Roman and Jimmy kind of get involved in that match as well?
Maybe. I
Like they take
I don't
care of
really know
Solo
because
and Jacob.
Roman doesn't really come across like the type of dude that would really like care. I mean, he would like because he wants to fight the bloodline, but it's like, would he really like want to like bother with helping out Motor City Machine Guns? You
Yeah,
know,
that's
like
true.
I don't.
Yeah.
I see where you're coming from. Like I definitely do. Like I definitely do. But I'm just trying to like piece it together, and in my head, it's like, I definitely think that like something's gotta give. Roman's got to get his lick back against the bloodline, and maybe that's how you do it. Maybe you
That's what I'm
do
saying.
take
Make
the
him
tag
cost him.
titles out of. hmm Roman gets his lick back potentially by getting, but then that would potentially take the tag title out of the bloodline story for a
That's
little bit,
yeah.
unless
That'd
they
be
get
okay.
brought back in. They could always get brought back in.
I think it takes it out for a little bit because I think after that the bloodline, the Roman costs the bloodline um, the tag titles, but they get pulled away
Mhm.
from them immediately. They don't get the rematch, and um, what was I trying to say? Damn, that's sweet. I forgot.
No, you good. I kind of see like
Or,
what you're going
but
for
yeah, you
here, but
just
like,
pull them out. You just basically take the tag titles away from the bloodline for a little bit. You let the Street Profits, DIY, and all them play with them for a little while,
hmm
which
bro,
helps you
dude,
focus on the bloodline story.
they run a damn triple threat between DIY Profits and Motor City Machine Guns. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm saying,
I'm going nuts thinking about that.
I would love that match.
hmm We then cut backstage to Byron Saxton with Andrade El Idolo and El fucking A. El Idolo. Not
El
Idolo.
Idolo.
El fucking A. I am tired. And Carmelo Hayes. They're backstage, and what we were supposed to get an interview. Didn't happen. Didn't even get a word in before they start
Not
arguing,
even.
and a giant brawl breaks out. Melo, I'm pretty sure, puts on a chain that gets dropped by Andrade at one point, and just beats Andrade down with it.
As he
And
should.
that's kind of how the segment ends. So I think with round 7 coming on next week, I think we're gonna. Well, actually, maybe not because of a little bit of a segment that happens later on. So maybe what I was about to say won't happen. But
Maybe not.
I'll add on to that when we get to what I was just mentioned. Naomi and Bailey take on Nia Jackson and Candice LeRae next in a match. And Nia's clearly pissed about this entire situation as she mows through Bailey, but Bailey's easily able to take out Candice when she gets tagged in, and Nia continues to look like a beast throughout this entire match. I cannot lie. Queen and champion, like you can tell why they
Bro.
put all this like accolade on her this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're backing her for real.
The big back and the
Naomi,
big back.
oh my god, that's crazy. Naomi and Bailey take
I kid. I kid. I kid. I kid.
both take out Candice and Nia. Andy on the outside though pushes Bailey into the ring post and throws her into the ring, where Candice is able to get to the top rope and hit a moonsault for the win. And shit, Nia was kind of like a little bit pissed off. It seemed like because she wasn't the one that was able to get the win, like get the pinfall herself. You know,
Let's go, Candace.
let's go Candice.
Give her
But
her push.
we do we're marking out for Candice here. We love it.
We do.
Candice LeRae is a bad motherfucker, and she
At
deserves
least
to get
somebody in that
more.
marriage is a champion.
Damn straight, Johnny. Hopefully, she can hold the speed championship longer than he held the tag one.
Let's hope.
Let's
The speed
hope.
championship matches go fast, so shit goes crazy.
hmm We now get a rundown of what SmackDown's going to look like next week. Cody Rhodes and Gunther are set to go face to face ahead of Crown Jewel, which should always be good. You know, they're good promos.
Mm-hmm.
DIY versus Motor City Machine Gun in a number one contender match for the tag titles. Also a freaking dream match and a half for me. Carmelo Hayes takes on Andrade El Idolo in round 7, and in our next segment, we get a little bit of an update to that match as Nick Aldis starts talking with Byron Saxton backstage. He reveals that there will be a special guest enforcer or referee, whatever you want to call it, kind of the same thing, for Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade round 7. Somebody that hates both men equally, and we get L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
He walks in, says that he's going to be the best damn referee WWE's ever seen. Yeah, no matter what, he's going to call it down the middle. He's going to stomp anyone out that gets in his way, and the winner might get a shot at the U.S. title. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Our main event segment follows this, and Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns are set to go face to face. To open it, though, Roman Reigns is the one that makes his entrance first. Our OTC walks out, and I think, I could be wrong, but I think this is the first time Roman Reigns has said this since he made his return. He mentioned that it might be the last time that he ever gets to say that. He goes, Columbia, South Carolina, maybe for the last time. Acknowledge me! We love Roman here. Of course, this is when Solo's music starts. And Roman heard what Solo said earlier about Jay, about what he said to Jay about growing the family stronger, about growing it better, bigger. But Roman doesn't see it. All he sees is that the family is divided. The family is broken. He brings up everything they lost in the spring, which is the title, everything that they lost during the summer, their family, and questions why they stand here divided. He told his father earlier this year that he was going to fix all of this. He was going to fix this entire situation. He wants his family back to the promised lands. He wants titles. He wants money raining from the sky. He wants priority booking from the back. And he asks Solo what he needs to do to fix things. And Solo says it's simple. All you have to do is acknowledge me. Roman does it. He says that he acknowledges Solo, but that is not good enough for Solo. He needs Roman to acknowledge him as his tribal chief, or else. Roman snaps on him, screams, or else what? And Solo laughs at Roman, saying that, man, you never change. And since you never changed, I'm not going to change either. Solo snaps his fingers as the bloodline drags out a beaten Jimmy Uso onto the stage. This is some fucking mafia shit.
Can we just point out that Solo used the finger that was taped? He used the finger that was taped.
How?
Brother, I don't know. He used the finger that was taped.
Bro's just that guy.
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, make it make sense, Solo. Keep the mic in your hand and go, wait, I was ass. I can't snap right now.
Yeah.
But
it was, like, it was a very visual snap.
It was visual, but there was no sound to it.
No, yeah. It's like, you ain't going to be able to hear shit with this. That's so fucking funny. I didn't even realize that. Well, some shit straight out of the Mafia. The bloodline drags out Jimmy Uso onto the stage. I half expected his head to be in a fucking burlap sack, low key. Roman starts fighting off the bloodline and holds his own until he's distracted by the Ula Fala on the ground. I told you, man, this is the fucking bracelet now. There's a whole bracelet situation from CM Punk and Drew. Is now the Ula Fala. He is low blowed by Solo from behind, not Divine. Roman gets laid out by 2 Samoan spikes, and Jacob gives Solo the Ula Fala. SmackDown closes out with Solo berating Roman on the ground. Our tribal chief needs help, bro.
Our tribal chief does need help. He needs help, Oos.
He needs help, Oos. Yay!
Yay!
Oh my goodness. But I'm interested. Is there anything where do we see Paul Heyman come back in all of this? Low key, because we've seen like a lot of references from Paul in like these recent like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Kinda.
Like a lot of Paul references, like backstage. There's a lot of Paul references. Roman keeps bringing up a wise man in his comments. Cody Rhodes brings up a wise man in his promo at one point or another.
Yeah, true.
We see him come back at War Games. Is Paul the fifth man in the cage?
No, I think he makes the Bloodline entrance. Like the original,
ladies and gentlemen,
like this new Bloodline, they enter first, and then we get the OG Bloodline, and we get, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. And he comes out and introduces ROTC, Roman Reigns, and the Usos, and Sami Zayn. And they all come out, and then we get our American Nightmare, the WWE Undisputed Champion, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. But
I think Cody makes his entrance before the Bloodline.
Really?
Yes, I think he goes Bloodline, Cody, Bloodline.
Bloodline, Cody, Bloodline. Maybe. Man, I'm just insanely pumped for what's going on soon. Like, I'm not pumped really for the Saudi show. Like, it's just like, this is kind of a show that I'm like, man, I'm kind of ready to get past this. Even though Gunther and Cody is going to be on it, an absolute dream match that I want to see so badly.
Yes, I agree.
But yeah, they've been doing all right with the Saudi shows recently, but it's just not my fave at all. But you got anything else you want to add to the show?
The Saudi crowd sucks. They're lame. They have no emotion.
Lame? No emotion. You ever hear that story about the Crown Prince wanting Yokozuna to show up at one of these shows?
Bro, what?
Yeah, so Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, WWE was putting on a show. They told Vince McMahon, like, I want Yokozuna and the Ultimate Warrior, I think, or Macho Man Randy Savage, something like that, to be. I think it was the greatest Royal Rumble, actually.
Bro,
like,
what?
I want Yokozuna for this shit, and Vince is like, oh, he's dead. So they hired a Japanese sumo wrestler to be in the. I'm 90% certain this was the greatest Royal Rumble, but I know that this shit happened. To show up in the show and be like, Yokozuna, buddy.
That is insane.
Oh, bro. That Saudi deal is an insane fucking thing, man. Too bad it didn't get touched on in the Netflix doc. Unfortunately. But I think that's gonna do it for this one, my man.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to another episode of AR Wrestling Podcast. Make sure y'all go to the socials. Go to Instagram, it's AR_wrestling_. Go to X, AR Wrestling Pod. Go to Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, put AR Wrestling Podcast in there. Go to YouTube, it's AR Wrestling 1020. Podbean as well, that's the main one. Make sure you drop the follows, drop the subscribe, drop the likes, watch the fucking vlogs and everything on the YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen. We'll get you one
for Royal Rumble.
We'll get you one for. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We're getting one for Royal Rumble.
We'll see. We'll see how things go. Fingers crossed, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go. If we go to Royal Rumble, that's what I'm saying. And if not, we are going. If we go,
we will see y'all next time, though, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you.
Thank you.